Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the This Is the Music Meets Podcast, an independent podcast show that's dedicated to introducing you to rising indie and alternative artists from across the UK and Ireland. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any brand new episodes, and please leave a comment as I would love to hear from you. And more importantly, it helps the artists that we interview to be discovered. Right then, let's get into this week's show. It's time for episode 163, and this week's guests have been compared as being the British Foo Fighters and a Scouse Sum 41. It's time for This Is the Music to meet one of the most exciting bands emerging from Liverpool right now. It's none other than the brilliant Rivia. Rivia, welcome to the This Is the Music Meets podcast. How are you all doing?
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Brilliant. Look, it's great to have you here. And as I say, there's obviously lots to sort of talk about. There's obviously gig news that you did yesterday at the time of recording. Festivals. We're going to look back on your 2025 and sort of, what you're hoping for, to sort of achieve in 2026. But really, before we sort of get into that, really, for anyone discovering Revere for the first time, who are you and kind of like what's your sort of mission statement behind dragging pop punk back into the spotlight in 2026?
Well,
yeah.
Well,
Take it away. Yeah.
I mean, we're Rivia, just a pop punk band from Liverpool, but we miss having fun at rock shows and playing songs that make you feel good, and we want to bring that back. And the best sort of genre to capture that is the sort of pop punk sound and the early naughty sound. So that plus our vibes equals Rivia.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Obviously your sound sort of fuses even the swagger of sort of classic 80s rock with the sort of the punch of that sort of early sort of 2000s alternative sort of like rock scene. So obviously you've sort of said there about that you wanted to make it fun and stuff like that. Did that just sort of like naturally happen like when you all started playing together? Or was it all you was all in agreement that that's 100% how we're going to go about it?
It's kind of like ever changing in a little way, to be honest, because as Rivia, as a collective, we kind of just do what we want to do in terms of music. And if we write a tune that's a little bit heavier than the last one that we released, but we love it, then that's Rivia in our eyes. And although we lean towards pop punk and a little bit of alternative rock at the same time, we just try and mash them together. And what we write is just what we write, and that's just what we try and get out. It's just us.
Yeah. Do you think sort of as a wider part of the like the grassroots scene, do you think sometimes that people are a little bit too quick? And I've kind of like just described what your sound is, but do you think sometimes people are too quick to sort of like pigeonhole you, or they sound like indie pop punk or alternative rock? Do you think sometimes that can happen a bit too quick?
Absolutely, yes. Like
Definitely.
I think a lot of it makes it easy to kind of find what you want in a sense. Like if you want like a very specific style of music, you can go like, oh, I'm gonna go right into this subgenre. But at the same time, we're a rock band. Like we might, like Warren said, we might make some songs that are a bit lighter. We might make some songs that are a bit heavier. So it's a double-edged sword in a way.
and kind of like talking sort of about the sound. Obviously, I mentioned there in the intro that you've been described as the Scouse Sum 41 by This Feeling, and Liverpool's Foo Fighters by John Kennedy. The comparisons like that sort of blow your mind? They fire you up, or do you not?
Yes.
We're
doing something right.
Yeah, we got, I think This Feeling's comment came through first, didn't it? About some 41.
That was
from
Oh my God, that's
Yeah, it was
going in the
Isle of Wight,
bio. Like it's throwing it in the bio immediately. That's incredible. And then when we heard that from John Kennedy as well, we're like, oh, we need that in the bio as well. Like both of them are unreal. Like obviously we both love both of them bands. Like and be compared to them is unreal.
Yeah, and it must mean we're doing something right.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Do you still think about those comments? Do you still sort of like think, wow, obviously as we know, two fantastic supporters of sort of, grassroots and, emerging artists. Do you still think about it, or have you tried to sort of, I wouldn't say like put it to the back of your mind, but, I guess there's a bit of an expectation, right? To live up to in a way.
I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can ever forget because his comments kind of like that. It's it's what we do it for. Really, we're huge fans of music, and they're some of our biggest fans, kind of growing up. So getting compared to your favorite bands and all that, just want you to keep going. Because kind of like, can we get to that level? We will get to that level. We've been compared to that. That kind of just pushes us really.
It's validating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more encouraging with like, okay, because when we started, as you were saying before, when it was like a natural process when we got to this sound, and it was very much we don't really know anybody in Liverpool who's doing this, like who's really pushing this and identifying as this. So it was a risk. So when people started to notice that and start to say, oh, these sound a bit like Foo Fighters, sound a bit like Sum 41, that it means we're doing something right, and it was encouraging for the writing process, I think.
Definitely.
Just on that there, what Chris just picked up on there about that there's no one else in Liverpool doing that. Do you find that then harder to, maybe not quite so much now, but when you first started getting booked on to like shows and stuff like that, was that quite a challenge for you?
Yeah,
it was quite funny.
Yeah, I think Sloan said this in the past that we're like the heaviest thing you'll hear on Radio 1.
Yeah.
So we'll fit onto like an indie gig, but we'll be the heaviest band on that indie gig.
Yeah. And that was the way for a couple of years. Like.
Yeah. Or they put us onto like a punk gig or like a rock gig, and we're like the least heaviest band on that gig. You know what I mean? So we're quite adaptable in that way. But yeah, I'm not saying that as we're like the only band doing this. Obviously, there's other bands in Liverpool doing it. And what's really encouraging is the younger generation are really big on like the 2000 sound. And following a few bands myself from Liverpool who are like championing themselves as we are pop punk band and stuff like that. So it's nice to see the scene growing, but it's definitely small.
Yeah, it's definitely harder to find the gigs and to get the support and and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. It's like for every like 10 indie gigs, there's like half a punk rock gig.
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine the challenges because I think a lot of people trying to go sort of that Oasis or maybe even like a shoegazy sort of sound. That seems to be, I guess, maybe the main thought process maybe for bands. But what you were just saying there about the pop punk sort of like scene, I have noticed that there does seem to be a few more artists sort of going down that route, and long may that continue, really. And it is some great stuff in there. Rosh, I'll come to you on this one first because obviously Rivia released 3 singles in 2025. We'll start with the latest track first and then we'll work our way backwards. Something in the Water, obviously that came out towards the back end of last year, as I say. What was the mindset with the writing and sort of like the recording process of that track? I really love how the vocals, especially in the chorus, really work. Why did it feel right for you to do it like that, and obviously to release that song out for all of us to listen to?
Well, I've got to credit Matt for it because it's his baby. He brought it in to practice. But he did say, because I only joined the band that year, he said it would be great to have like a bit of a duo vocal going on. So yeah, it was great. I got to write my own little verse, and he had the idea for like kind of like almost overlapping in the chorus as well. So it made sense that we kind of did that little call and response in there. So yeah, I was really pleased with how it turned out, and I think it's had a really good response as well, hasn't it? So
yeah,
we were buzzing with it.
and you did a sort of like a little music video with it as well. How good was that to sort of, do that side of it?
Yeah, oh my God, I think we did like multiple music videos, didn't we? We tried to get so much content for it. I think we had like three different things going on at once. But it's all really good fun. And I think it all turned out really well, and yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, definitely. And Falling, obviously that was the middle track. Feels like sort of that you build up a lot of momentum as a band as a result of that release, in terms of the streams and sort of, I guess, like the talk around the band and sort of stuff like that. Is that a fair reflection for you guys? How do you feel about that particular release?
Definitely, yeah.
We'd agree, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of from releasing Fallen, that's kind of when like our momentum came back. If you like, it was like, okay, but we're back on the scene. Here's a new track. We've got another one scheduled. We've got some gigs lined up. Yeah, and really pushed on from there. So that probably was a bit of a revival in a way, yeah.
I think Fallen was the moment when we realized like, oh, this is the sound.
Yeah. That's
Before
where
that, there was like a transition period in 24 where we had How Much and we had Voicemail, and those songs you can hear that like alt rock sound in them, but then you can also
different
hear
art tone.
but then you can hear the pop punk seeping through. You can hear the influence, and then eventually we got to Fallen, which was actually our former bassist. He came in with the blueprint for that, which we all like developed. But that was like, do you know what? This is like where we're gonna go. I think this is the sound that we want.
Yeah.
What I want to add on for Something in the Water as well was that was the first song that we did with Rosh, and it for me that was the big, this is Rosh. It was like a big introduction for everybody who has been listening to us.
Yeah, it was like the band's just begun. It was like,
it was like a new beginning, new chapter, new era.
The Rivia reset.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the great Rivia reset.
We leveled up.
And obviously, Piece of You. Obviously, I've jumped out of the order there, which isn't a particularly good a good start with a podcast. But it's obviously gone. It's approaching 4,500 Spotify streams. What were you hoping that listeners were going to get out of that song? When they first heard it, and do you feel that it's connected either, as I say, with those Spotify streams or whenever you have played it live?
I think for me, for PCU, like it's more just about giving people a kick up the arse. Like it's a wake up and go and like go speak up, go fight for what you believe in, go do stuff, like get motivated kind of song. And I think a lot of people will sit with like things that they're not happy with or they don't like, and they'll just sit and they'll cope with it or they'll try and manage it, where it's like there's a better way, like go and do something about it kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. And looking back on those releases from last year, or maybe sort of the wider releases really that Rivia have put out, do you ever have a feeling of when you're listening back to it, oh, I wish maybe we'd done this, or we hadn't written that lyric, or we'd included that guitar part, or are you what we've put out now, that's it, we're really proud of what we've done, and obviously you can't, well, you could change it if you took it down, but you're more than happy with that sort of the final product?
I think it's difficult, that is it, because we'll always be proud of what we've done. No matter what, 'cause we put a lot of hard work into everything that we do. But at the same time, you will listen back and go, ooh, definitely could have done that better. Or, for me, if I've done like a guitar solo, like the solo could have been better in ways. And there's loads of things that we'll always look back on. But,
it's the earlier tracks for me. Like the more the earlier stuff, like the stuff we've done with Sugar House, there's not really I listen to them and go, yeah, we did good. And then like it's some of the earlier stuff, it's like I wish we did it more like how we play it live now.
Yeah,
like because the songs have just evolved over time, and I think they're significantly better than when we recorded them because we played them 300 million times. So Yeah, that's the only thing. But maybe if we do like a remaster or something, we can do it
Definitely.
again.
Yeah, the limited edition remaster, like 500 copies.
Yeah, 5 copies.
Yeah, glow in the dark. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, so let's come away from the studio. Let's talk about live music, because I think it's fair to say that 2025 was a very busy and exciting time for you. You obviously got to play the Isle of Wight Festival on the This Feeling stage. How did it feel for you being on that stage? Because, obviously I think they've been there for 10 years or so now. It's obviously a fantastic opportunity for, emerging and grassroots artists. So, yeah, what was it like for you? What was your experience? Was you there for the whole weekend, or did you just come down on the day that you played?
Yeah, it was unreal. And
Yeah, it was incredible.
yeah, it was really good. Like, I don't think there's anything that we can really pinpoint on, because the whole thing was boss.
Yeah, we went
It's like a
down.
holiday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went
Yeah.
down early. We went down early because we didn't actually know what day we were going to be playing, and the tickets were going on the ferry, so we were just let's just go for the whole weekend.
Yeah, but before we found out the day, we thought, yeah, book the ferry for the first day, like, yeah.
Make the most of it, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good laugh.
And was the stage, just because I went, hang on, what year? We're 2026 now, aren't we? Blimey, I'm getting confused already. 2024, I went. Was the stage on the way down to the main stage, or sort of in
Yeah,
the same place?
yeah, same place. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we were on at the same time as Sting and
Yeah.
Bandit.
And we were breaking it. Like,
Yeah.
We were
scared.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
like last one on in the day, and it was like, oh my god, it was pitch black. It was like, oh, is it good? Please, people just come.
Yeah, we were just
Go
like,
watch
oh,
Sting.
everyone's gonna be watching Sting. Oh no.
And then we ended up filling the tent out, and it was amazing.
brilliant.
It was the best
Yeah.
feeling ever.
it was unreal, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You should say as well, big thank you to George and Mikey for having us on there.
Big up this feeling.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But as I said before, what they do for the scene is quite fantastic, really. And say how long he's been doing it for, or both of them have been doing it for, and to still have that love and passion to still doing it, I think it's quite incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
It's what we love, innit? It's what,
Yeah.
Need more.
I mean, and if you ever speak to those guys as well, it just kind of like it comes off like a translation really well. You can just get lost in a conversation with them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Definitely, and sticking with that sort of festival sort of vibe from last year, you also played as well the Tramlines Fringe Festival. How important do you think playing the Fringe sort of festival is for getting more eyes and ears onto your music?
massively. I mean, do you know what, we've had amazing times every time we've went up to Sheffield, just as a whole.
Yeah.
Everyone there just loves it, and they get involved. And the Fringe, especially with the different venues set up and bands kind of on each other overlapping and all that, people bouncing in between. It was really good. It was really good. Just as bands meeting bands as well. You don't know who you might support, or they might support you, or gig swaps, all that kind of thing. So the Fringe, we thought we loved it. Hope we're back on again this year. And Tramlines,
Yeah, I mean, as you said, we haven't actually had a bad experience with Sheffield, have we?
No,
The crowd's always boss. Yeah, so I did feel it up there.
Yeah, and was that the first time that you've played like a Fringe festival, not necessarily at Tramlines, but in sort of general?
Yeah,
outside of Liverpool, yeah.
I think
right.
Mm.
Right, okay, and also as well in between, it wasn't all just festivals, because you did go out on a sort of 9-date UK tour as well. What sort of lessons did you learn from that? And looking, obviously you played across the UK, so how then did that differ? From playing in obviously your hometown of Liverpool to being in other, in other cities and sort of towns. What was the general vibe like? How did it go down for you?
So what, really well, and I think the only thing I would change is we should have booked more hotels.
Yeah.
I was gonna say book a van, maybe.
Yeah.
Or
a van.
so that we're not all squished on top of each other with runs coming in around you.
It's
Edinburgh
lucky
was-
that we just like barely like each other, isn't it?
I know.
Oh, Glasgow was an
Long.
experience.
Yeah, the most stuff in a car anyone's ever seen.
Oh, no, all the gear plus 7 people.
Yeah, that does sound pretty tight. That does.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
You do what you gotta do, man. You do what you gotta.
They always say tour life's so glamorous, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parking's expensive, man. Just bring the one car, you know.
Yeah, this is the real world.
Yeah. And obviously it was yesterday at the time of recording this podcast, but you obviously just announced a 12-date UK tour, which includes festival appearances at Cambridge Next Festival, Reytfest, I probably said that wrong, and Manchester After All Festival, but there is also plenty of Rivia headline shows, and you've got a support slot as well in there with the Heavy North as well. They're a fantastic band. Bit of a shout out to them.
Yeah.
How excited are you going to be getting out on the road again? Although, just from just what you just said, I'm not so sure that you are with the station arrangements.
No, we can't. What's funny about that is kind of around October time we thought, you know what, we need to slow down on some of the gigs. Like it's getting quite a lot now, and we didn't really book anything. I think we had one on Halloween and November, December. We were like, yeah, let's chill out now. Let's not have anything booked in. And
until Christmas off, didn't we?
Yeah, and it's got to the point now where it's kind of like it's been weird that we haven't gigged.
Yeah.
Like, I miss it so much. Get us back.
We're ready to go again, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. We did end last year being like, let's be a bit smarter about the gigs, guys. Let's get it all let's get in like a little schedule, little like block out some time in the year to go do it. And then we had the meeting the other day and we went, fuck it, let's just do everything. Let's just go for it.
Brilliant.
It's like all this preparation, all this organisation. And I was like, yeah, let's just go every weekend.
Let's just do it again.
So a bad New Year's resolution has already been broken. I love that.
For the better.
For the better. Yeah.
And we've got some new material that we're going to be playing on the new tour as well.
Exciting.
I'm very excited for. Yes.
Yeah. And presumably they're all going to be single releases at some point.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple might wait for the album, or they all might be singles, or we might do an EP. Who knows?
Depending on people's reactions on this tour, they might just get binned.
Yeah, we might never play them again.
So actually, that does lead me on quite nicely to the next question, because how then do you balance a run of headline shows with those festival slots in terms of your set list? Presumably, obviously, you'll be playing a longer sort of headline set in comparison to those festivals that we just mentioned. So how then do you go about it, and who's deciding what songs you're going to play, and how does that dynamic work?
Generally, with the sets, I mean, in terms of what tunes we're going to play, it's just a group decision. We normally play our whole catalogue and go, what works? Could we go into something there, or maybe not that one, or we've got to tune up or down for this one, so put that later on, kind of thing. So we just figure out what works best for us performing them live. Generally, when it comes to like
dropping out tunes in it.
Yeah. So we just rehearse until it feels right and go from there.
Yeah, sure.
And time the sets. A very important thing is time and sets. Yeah.
We tend to come up with like a support set and then a headline set, don't we? And then we drill and drill and drill. We just keep going. We like narrow down tiny little like inconsistencies that we really drill it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a bit of a shock for Rosh, like when she joined, when we get
it was a little bit of a shock in terms of all the songs that I had to learn in like one month or something. But
like
no,
Whiplash.
It's a
like,
good way
right.
of practicing.
My tempo, play it right.
Ease me in.
And you just said there about the timings. Have you ever had any sort of like experiences where you've had like stage managers or the sound man glaring at you, knowing that going, "Come on, you've got to get your own
Go
run
on.
here," or
No, we don't mess about.
Yeah,
we
we're pretty
don't.
good with that.
We don't, but the only time we have experienced that was me telling you off. And it was Isle of Wight.
Oh yeah,
Because because Isle of Wight had
we had to cut a song, didn't we?
yes,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
timer on the
I
side
forgot
of the
about
stage.
that.
Yeah, and you were the only one who was paying attention to it.
No, he was the only one who could see it.
It was next to me, and
Oh,
I
I could see it. I just forgot about it.
I turned over to it, and I had 3 minutes left, and we had 2 tunes to play, and I just thought, oh, that's not 3 minutes. And I just remember turning around to the band, I was like, cut it, jib that tune.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I've got you on video coming up to me over the rides, and we're going, we're not doing that, we're going to the last one, go to the last.
But we made it work. We rehearsed these things, so luckily it's okay.
Yeah, we're generally quite good with that kind of thing. We don't want to mess about. We know how especially how annoying it can be when some bands do run over and they take time off people or they push the sets back and all that. It's so we try and be very on it with that.
Yeah, respectful to be like.
Yeah, no, definitely agree there totally with what you're saying about that, because you're all kind of up there for the same thing, to showcase yourself. So yeah, it'd be pretty frustrating if your set, if you've next or whatever got cut because of previous band on. But sort of for anyone catching Rivia live for the first time on this tour, what kind of like energy can they expect from you? What is a show all about for you? What can we expect?
Experience. It's an
Lots
experience.
of high energy, isn't it? We've got a lot of, especially the newer things that we've been writing. I feel like they're a lot more higher energy, aren't they?
We get a bit sweaty.
Fun. Yeah,
Just a bit, yeah.
lots of fun.
Yeah, lots of bouncing.
Yeah, sing along, chanty chorus.
Yeah,
some woes.
yeah,
Yeah, be ready to sing along if you're coming to a gig because we'll make you.
Yeah.
Learn the words.
Hint, hint.
And just sort of separate to the tour that you've got coming up, because you're going to be taking part in Joey Triviani's quiz, where you're going to be raising money for RASA in RSA Merseyside, supporting people impacted by sexual violence. Why is that important for you as a band to get involved in? 'Cause I think was you involved in it last year as well. Am I right in saying there?
Not that it wasn't Rasta last time we did it, was it? It was a different charity.
Right.
Charity 56, which was a nursery local to us.
Right. Okay.
Which is
So yeah, why then with obviously it's with this Joey Tribbiani, but what is it about this this particular charity that that you decided we want to sort of get behind and try and support it?
The work that they do is amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
they
just
do a
wanted
lot of
to make
really
sure.
good work. They're really well known in Liverpool for all the work that they do. So just feels like a good thing, doesn't it? Just it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the rise of it as well as moment. It's it's one of those things where it's nobody obviously everybody wants to support that. So as soon as Joey asked us, can you get on that and can you help us out with this? We think it will actually boost the donations and stuff. We're like, absolutely.
Yeah. And before Ross joined the band, we were just like 4 dudes, and like it's a good opportunity for like men to actually speak about it as well. Like it's not just a thing that's for women; it's for men to speak up about, but it's also for men to educate themselves on too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's certainly, from what I've seen, it certainly looks like a fantastic charity. And yeah, good luck with the gig, and obviously hoping as well that you raise lots of money as well. We obviously all know, as sort of, this is kind of like a generalization really, but the music industry is obviously a tough nut to crack for sort of grassroots and emerging artists, because it almost feels sometimes one door opens and then another one gets slammed in your face. Have Rivia sort of faced any challenges so far, on from that side of things? What's your experience been like?
Yeah, I think that the hardest battle for us is just how hard it is to get the right gigs for us. 'Cause I mean, like we already touched on it before, but the scene is very much towards indie music, kind of indie rock and pop rock kind of stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's it's great. That's just not the route obviously we went down. So for us, when the scene's focused towards getting support of them genres, it's hard for us to find the right slots and the right audiences. So that's kind of the battle that we have to see if we can fix. see if we can find. Maybe that's emo nights, pop punk nights, seeing things like that are more targeted towards us, if you like.
Yeah, sure, okay. And I noticed in your end of year post that you put up on Instagram that you thanked your management team at We Believe Music for pushing you harder than ever. So then what did that mean then, essentially, from your perspective? What did they bring out in you that maybe wasn't there before?
Kicked us up the ass.
Yeah.
Cracks the whip. Cracks the whip.
You know what
Keeps
you were saying before about how with Fallen things really seemed to start taking momentum. Well, Fallen came out at the same time as when we started to work with Ange and Ian at We Believe, and I think at the time we had 3 gigs booked in, and then a week later we had something like 7 podcast interviews and multiple.
Like 30
like 13 gig, or maybe more, something like that. And so that's the work that they basically came to us and said, look, you just need to gig more. You're a great live. We want more people to see you live. And we were like, okay. So and they said, we'll handle that, but you need to sort out the social media. And we were like, okay.
So they made sure we sorted the social media.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, there was no slacking off. Like if you were a minute late on a post, with the message straight away.
Got a phone call. You said you're going to announce at 6. It's 1 minute past 6. What's going on? Sorry. No, but like seriously, they're really good.
They're fantastic. We love them to bits.
Big shout out.
Can't thank them enough for what they've done.
Yeah. So do you feel then, having them sort of on board with you, because I speak to Ange in particular quite a lot. They're obviously fantastic supporters of the indie scene, and obviously trying to develop artists and gigs as well that you just touched on there. How important do you think it is to have a team like that behind you who genuinely care about grassroots bands and emerging artists? Do you think that's made a big difference for you then?
Massive there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's I think it goes without saying, like, if you find like-minded people who you can then work well with, it just makes everything better. But I mean, for us as a band, the proof's in the pudding. Like, but there's Rivia before management and Rivia after management. Like, it's just like it kind of speaks for itself. But I would say on that thing, we did have a couple of management offers in the past that were kind of good, but we weren't feeling it. It was like it just doesn't feel right. And lo and behold, a few months down the line, after we said no, we found out that it wasn't right. So always kind of trust your gut on that and sort of find the right people for you, I guess.
Yeah. It comes back again, doesn't it, to that whole, we really believe in the fact what we're doing, we enjoy what we're doing. If we enjoy it and we like what we're making, we think other people will like it as well, and people will find us. And Anjani and We Believe, they definitely found us, and we're if we'd have been going, all the other, as Matt was saying, all the people who've come to us and spoke to us, often it was we would find them, or when they did find us, it wasn't under the right, they didn't really know us or anything like that. As it really was it felt quite natural, and those guys just click straight away and be like, you know what, you guys think the same way we think. So
you could tell they cared.
Yeah, definitely. Can only echo what you've said there, really, because I think they're brilliant what they're doing, and long may that continue as well. So on every This Is the Music Meets podcast, I ask our guests a series of questions that hopefully are designed to be a little bit more light-hearted and just help the listeners find out a little bit more about you guys as artists that we're chatting to. So this is really for all of you to sort of jump on this one. What are your 3 favourite albums of all time? I don't know who wants to kick us off on that one.
Wait, as a band or as individuals?
As individuals, we'll do it.
Oh, okay.
I've got my trilogy from when I was a teenager that I always come back to, you know, so they might not be incredible now, but like they're incredible to me. It's got to be Fever You Can't Sweat Out from Panic at the Disco. I literally know it word for word, back to front. You used to sit and read the lyrics on sleeves, you know, when they were a thing.
When they still did things like that.
Yeah, literally. Probably something by Fall Out Boy. Not sure which one, or maybe like My Chemical Romance, something by them.
Nice.
And then my Rogue album that I know a lot of the words to is it's an album by 50 Cent. So you know, I had like all my love of like pop punk and like all the emo stuff, and then every now and then I just like, I'm gonna put 50 Cent on. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Love
Yep,
that.
that
Brilliant. What mix?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so, there's so many. I mean, my top band is Smashing Pumpkins. Melancholy is definitely up there on my favourite album. So I throw that in there. Probably any Foo Fighters album. And then Girls Aloud, Tangled Up. Fantastic. Love a bit of Girls Aloud. That's going in there in my top 3.
Guilty pleasure right there.
Always a vibe. Always a vibe. Girls Aloud goes on in the car. Everyone loves it.
I have no idea how much that man listens to Girls Aloud.
Until you get a 4-hour car journey with
Yeah.
I was gutted that we couldn't support them, you know. Liverpool, Hot Bunk on Rivia, on tour with Girls Aloud.
You tweet at them as well. You
I did. I
tweet
tweeted them. I was like, please, what do we have to do to support you? It'd be incredible.
It will be a game changer, that like.
It'll happen. I'm telling you, it'll happen.
One day.
And then the laugh will be all on us, yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Love to hear that. Great stuff. What's to go next?
Sloan, have you got them?
Yeah, man. I'll go Wasting Light, Foo Fighters. Just really good rock record, and I like how they made it and stuff. And then I'm gonna go for Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card. Underrated album. And then I'm gonna go for something classic like Dr. Feelgood.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Bit of The Crew. Long live The Crew. Yeah, that's me.
Love that.
Ocean Avenue is a shout out. Oh, I forgot about that one. Shit.
It's hard when you think about it, eh?
Yeah. Number 1's easy. It's trying to get 2 and 3. That was like, I've been sat here while you've all been answering, trying to think of what me 2 and 3.
I'm
My
gonna
favourite
guess.
band-
I'm gonna guess your number 1.
Yeah, go on.
Avenged.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously. Avenged Sevenfold are my favourite band. They're the whole reason I'm like a musician. So Avenged Sevenfold's self-titled album, the White Album, is just a masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. As for 2 and 3, I'm stuck between Minutes to Midnight and Meteora by Linkin Park. I don't know which one.
And then
I'm gonna
just
go.
counts as one because they're both really good.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say Minutes to Midnight only because that was the first album I ever bought ever. I went into HMV as a little kid and bought that with me pocket money. But Meteora, oh god, what an album! And then last one, I'll go for something a bit more modern. Techno album by Electric Callboy is an absolute
Nice.
it's just amazing. Like if we're having, we want to take that idea of let's have fun with music again. Those guys know what they're doing.
Yes.
Like the only metal band having fun.
A rave. Yeah.
The
It's a metal
bombs.
rave.
It's so good. Yeah. What's it called? Partycore. I think that's the genre.
Yeah.
It's so good. So, get us on that. Can we support them? That'll go them and Girls Aloud.
I guess.
Now that's a gig. Now that is a gig.
What a lineup.
That'd be boss.
I'd buy a ticket for that even if we weren't on it.
Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, the next question is going to be, who would be your dream support slot? Who could, you know?
Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh,
Has to be Avenged Sevenfold. I
Yeah.
just want to meet them.
probably Foo Fighters for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they'd be so good too.
Yeah.
It's a tough one because there's so many. That I
So
would
many. That's
think,
so hard to
Yeah.
just narrow
how have we
down.
got
isn't it?
this?
Yeah.
Linkin
Foo-
Park as well, man. Like,
Foo Fighters would be like the really big full circle
Mhm.
one. Like,
Yeah.
Paramore.
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking
Paramore,
Paramore,
yeah,
yeah.
that'll be unreal. Yeah. There's so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too many. They can give us one, can't they?
Yeah, innit?
Just one.
Just one will do.
Well, not
Yeah.
asking for much, like, you know what I
You
mean?
know what I mean? Yeah. Only want to support you on your global tour. Like, come on.
Yeah, honestly. It's just
Yeah,
a
they're good.
European, like.
Yeah.
So obviously with the tour coming up, which band member is most likely to be late for everything? That's, you know, the
Matt.
getting on the bus.
Definitely not me.
It's
Definitely
Matt.
not me.
Definitely Matt.
I'm early to everything.
Everyone knows
I've
it's
never been late in my life, ever.
These are lies.
These are all lies. I am late to everything.
Yeah.
It's
typical from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just leaning into the stereotype.
Yeah, you really are. Yeah.
I run on wizard time. I have no excuse.
Yeah.
And who's going to be in charge of the playlist whilst you're out on tour? Who's in control of that?
Was Warren.
Yeah. Girls allowed. It's a whole way. Yeah.
Or Crazy Frog.
Yeah, all crazy frog.
Crazy Frog's come on far too many times in my car, like more than I'm willing to admit.
Oh wow, brilliant. And what else then does 2026 hold for Rivia then? Because we've mentioned about the gigs that you've got coming up, so you're obviously going to be including some new songs in your set. So what else then does the rest of the year look like?
More gigs, more tunes, bigger, better, louder. Like just last year, but turned up to 11, I guess.
New merch. Can we mention the merch? We'll have new merch out.
Oh,
Yeah.
got some fantastic merch.
Coming out soon, yeah.
We've leveled that up a bit, I think, this
Oh,
year.
yeah.
We've really gone into it with design head on, and like tried to make something that you would actually wear as a shirt and not just as a band shirt. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you buy it if you didn't know the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the kind of the thing we want to do with our merch is we don't want it to just look like, oh, that's another band t-shirt. Like we want to, like further down the line, the whole sort of dream is to have like a Rivia clothing line, but obviously that's a long way down. But if we can start with a kick-ass t-shirt, then that's our tipping off point. Like,
Yeah, definitely. Well, you got to aim big, as they say, right?
that's it.
Definitely. Look, Rivia, unfortunately, that is the end of the This Is the Music Meets podcast. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 162. I've really enjoyed that, and I've had a good laugh with you, all four of you, along the way. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you so much for having us, Mark.
Yeah,
Not
thank
much.
you.
Appreciate it.
But before I do let you go, could someone kindly let the This Is the Music listeners know the social media platforms that they can find you on? This is where no one knows, right?
Slow.
Yeah, we're Rivia.band on pretty much all of them, aren't we? Like on
That's the one.
Instagram, TikTok, X, or Twitter, whichever one you prefer. Facebook, there. Yeah.
On them all.
YouTube.
Rivia.band.
We are on YouTube as well.
Oh yeah, YouTube, of course.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I'll put those links in the episode bio, as well as along with the all the ticket details as well of the tour that we mentioned earlier on. But as I say, thanks very much for coming on. This is the Music Meets podcast. As I say, I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for your new music releases. And I am hoping as well, actually, that I'll be able to get down because you're playing at the Troubadour, aren't you, in London? So yeah, hopefully that I'll be able to come down for that gig. But keep on doing what you're doing. I personally really like what you're doing, and clearly there's a lot of people out there as well that like what you're doing as well. So keep on at it.
We will do.
Thanks so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, mate.
All that leaves me to say is to thank everyone for watching the latest This Is The Music Meets podcast. Please subscribe so you never miss out on any brand new episodes, and please leave a like and a comment on this video, as it really will make a difference to us beating those algorithms and helping the artists that I interview to be discovered. If you are watching or listening to this episode on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, then stay tuned, because at the end of this episode you'll be able to hear Something in the Water by Rivia, which is the band's latest single. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you very, very soon for another This Is The Music Meets podcast. And remember, the future is bright. The future is pop punk.